So I learned something recently. I was in England doing comedy, and I was on a show, and a British comic was talking about dogging. And he was talking about, my grandma said, "Where you going, Sam?" And I said, "I'm going out dogging, Grandma." And then everybody laughed. But I didn't laugh because I didn't know what it was. And after the show, I was like, "Sam, what's dogging?" And he got very shy, and he like was blushing and stuff. And he's like, "Oh, I don't know what you call it in the States." And I'm like, "What is it though?" And he goes, "It's that thing where two people have sex in a car park, but it's like a known car park. And it's like the dogging car park. And they have sex in the car park and other people watch them and masturbate." And I said, "Well, we don't have a name for that, Sam. Because that's gross. You guys are gross. But it is consensual. So it's still better than Louis C.K. I do feel bad for men in comedy, you guys. I feel bad. It's time for us to admit that they're not funny. I mean, look, I would also like to shit myself in public so I could have a closer, but it just hasn't. I would also like to get too high and tell a story that is too long about it, but God hasn't smiled on me in this way. And it seems they have a lot of problem figuring out who they can and can't show it to, and it's just like, they're like, "Not my employee or a girl at the bus stop, make me a chart, help a guy out," and I refuse to help anyone. Has been an exciting year to be a woman, especially a woman with woke friends as I have. And they say things to me like, "Man, this Roe V wave shit, right? I'm really sorry, dude. Let me know if there's, I feel for you guys. Let me know if there's anything I can do." You really think this isn't going to affect you? Like, how casual is casual sex if something could very easily happen that would make me have to stop being a UX experiences designer and move back in with my mother in Pig Snout, Arkansas and raise a whole human? Like, how? You really think I'm going to risk making a person with someone who vapes a jewel? Like, you think? Don't act like I am not someone who's very popular on TikTok, because I do have 20,000 followers. But I also, what comes with the territory team is TikTok haters. Just comes with it. You can't have one without the other, but it's great because they're all like 12. And they've got a real limited burn capacity. Like, they're real, like there's a lot of, "You're so funny, I forgot to laugh." And it's like, listen, Tyler, I'm an adult, right? Like, I've lost a dad. Like, I've been divorced before. Like, someone looked at me and said, "Yes, till death do us part," and then only 8 short years later said, "I changed my mind," right? Like, you're gonna have to dig a little deeper than a series of opposite day jokes to really, like, get to me, that's what's happening. I had an exciting event the other day. I was doing a bar show, and a woman did come up to me and say, "I'm a huge fan, I follow you on TikTok." I go, "Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, thank you so much." And she was like, "It's so great to meet you." I'm like, "It's not a big deal. People do it all the time." And she goes, "Will you come meet my friends?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I meet her friends, and they're great. She goes, "Virginia's so great. She has this great joke about how she wants to touch her nephew's dick, but her sister won't let her." now, which is, I am not a kid-having person, and I know you're thinking, but she seems to have it so together. But like, I know kids, I've seen kids, there's some in my family, and I have these nephews, and there's one that I like better than the other ones because he is biracial, and that makes me feel cool. I don't make the rules. Like the other ones are just like, they're fine. But like, did we really need another white man? Like, is that really what, was he a have to have or a nice to have, you know? So like the good one, he turns 8 and he goes to the doctor, and part of his checkup is, and it's very good, they ask him, hey buddy, who's allowed to touch your private area? And he says, anyone I know. And the doctor is not knocked out by this. The doctor does not think that's a great answer. It's like, you know, when you get to college, you can be anyone you know. Like for right now, for today, we gotta make a list. Like it's gotta be a real tight, curated. And so his mom, she calls me and she's like, okay, we got together, we made a list, and here's the list. And she goes, it's mom and dad, of course, grandma, grandpa, and then grandma, because grandpa's dead. You don't want dead people touching it, it's weird. And then she said, and that's it. I said, that's a really good list, good job, good parenting. And she said, are you okay? Are you okay not being on the list? And am I okay not being on the 8-year-old dick punch list? That's what I'm. Yeah, like I don't want to be on it. You actually can't make me. It's not like Studio 54, the list of the secret bar at Disneyland everyone freaks out about. You know, you remember my sister, we're pretty close. Like if I get in something of an 8-year-old dick touch emergency, figure I can call you. But the last thing I'm going to tell you guys, and I know you guys are going to be excited for me, I do need some buy-in for this, but I have solved mass shootings. Okay, so here it is. Look, I've solved it. I've solved it. First thing is, we got to take guns away from cis men. We just have to. It's still one of those things where this, like, you know, fool me once. Shame on me. Fool me another 5,000 times. Right? But we can't get rid of the guns because then we would lose our freedoms, right? So it's time for women, trans men, non-binary persons, pick up the guns. We have to train to use them. We're not just going to go shoot them around willy-nilly. Okay? Train to use them. We have to carry them. And this is what happens. Day 1, mass shootings are over. 98% of mass shootings, cis men. Over. It's a statistical anomaly. But then you see other benefits. Day 2. Domestic abuse is actually way down, guys. It's actually way down. You're gonna come at me when I have a gun? Day 3, sexual assault, actually way down. You're gonna step to me when I have a gun? Day 4, wage inequity. You're gonna pay me less when I have a gun? And then the dominoes keep falling. You got cryptocurrency, manspreading, hitting on people at the gym. It's all over, and it's all thanks to me, Virginia Jones. Thank you so much.